box, then a bit display figure them out. Am I right?
Okay, so let's start this way. So we're talking about variables.
Yeah.
Okay. So variables they have three ways of declaring a variable. Either you use var or let or const.
Or const.
You understand?
Yeah.
Constant. So these are the three declaration for variable in JavaScript.
So in this case, I was using the var box, the var.
That's right. You can use var. Okay, to declare. So you have to give it a name too. So var box equals to whatever you wanted to, whatever the value is. Okay. So we can declare it by using var, and we can also declare it by using let. So let my box 1 equals to, it could be any value, it could be number. Okay. Then constant 2, you can use constant 2 to declare box 2 equals to a string. Hello. Okay. So these are the three main ways of declaring variable and assigning them. So you declare variable by calling the keyword var. Then you bring the variable name. The variable name is just any name for you, any name that you can choose. It shouldn't start with numbers. It cannot start with number. It's wrong. You cannot use keyword like if. If is a keyword. So you cannot use words like if. It's wrong. Or else. It's a keyword. It's wrong. Or function. It's a keyword. So you can't use. So you're supposed to use your own words like my box is valid. Okay. So this is important. Var, let, const. Okay. And with a const, once you say something is constant, that means you cannot change. So whenever you wanted to change something, that's why you have to use let or you have to use var. So these are some of the things.
So you can't redeclare let, you can't redeclare const, but you can redeclare let and var.
That's right.
You can't change.
You can't change the value. So you cannot say box 2 equals to 50. It will give you an error. You try to console.log.
That is in const.
It's constant.
When using const.
Yeah. It's constant. So you cannot reassign. So this one is assignment. So you cannot reassign a value because you said it's a constant value. So if it's a constant value, then you cannot reassign 50 to 8 whilst already assigned hello. You understand?
Yeah.
The name.
I mean the value. Constant. .log of box 2. You see, nothing happens. And it's giving you an error here. One error up here. You understand? Because we cannot reassign. But once we terminate it, we have hello.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So const box 2.
Yeah.
That means the box 2 has already been assigned.
The value. The value in it. Yeah. So you cannot use
the value in it is hello.
Yeah. So you cannot put another value inside because it's a constant value. So always hello. You cannot change.
So if I understand.
Yeah.
The name box 2.
Yeah.
Is the main thing now.
The name box 2 you cannot put because it's a constant value. So you cannot put another value inside again.
Okay.
So that means the name box 2
you cannot update it.
That means the name box 2 cannot be used again to put something inside.
Yeah. No, if you want to declare another name, box 2 it's not possible because the name is already there. But this time you are trying to update this value. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. See this one.
It's like
you cannot update. You cannot change the value of box 2. When you bring box 2 equals to 50, that means you are trying to change it.
You understand? Change what is inside box.
Inside the box 2. Now let's if you change constant and make it let. Let's use this let. Okay. Now it's valid. It's now 50 because you can change it. You understand? But once you make it constant, that means you cannot change the value. Once you make it constant, that means you cannot change the value. It's a constant value. So in programming, constant value, we normally put this one in caps so that we know that it's a constant value. Box 2.
Okay.
That's what we do. We always make it capitalized so that when someone says, "Oh, okay, this one is a constant value, we cannot change it." You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So once you make it let, automatically it can be updated. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you can change it. It's now 50.
So let and var can be updated.
Yeah, let and var can be updated. Wow. Can be updated. But once you change it to const.
Okay, so that means the box 2 down there is what is updating.
What is updating? Yeah. Because you see, it's the same name, and you said it should be equal to this. So the same way, you can go down here and say box 2 again should be equal to what? 20.
20.
Whilst this one is var.
Okay.
Okay, while this one is var, it will update it to 20. You see?
Yeah.
So anytime you reassign,
yeah,
it will take that one will take over. But when you put this one here, but when you put this console.log here, copy and put it here, you will see 50 and 20 because this one is console.log 50 and this one is console.log 20.
Very clear.
Very clear, right? Chris Agome.
Agarama.
Belema. Fufolia.
Atom.
I've known you.
Cool. Very clear. Don't chew them or don't try to keep them in your, don't memorize anything.
It's the understanding that we need.
Yes, it's understanding that you need, that's all. And how to use it, that's all.
Yes.
The moment you try to keep everything in your head, you run away, you will freak out.
Explode. Chew and pour.
Chew and pour, so the answer one to me. So as and when you need it, you go and bring it. That's why I said anytime you write a code, just comment it like this. Okay, comment everything. So that it will be there. It will be at the top there. You can go and
comment you'll be an anymore. Do you wait me highlight?
Oh, say it like you highlight, you say no hold control, then backslash.
Okay.
Everything will be commented.
Forward slash.
Now Chris is where?
Chris, anyway, yeah.
Show me here. Anyway, practice for. Any break.
Hila senior Daroma.
And before we drop you out, and tell them the new guys are be shame. I'm find new guys. No one be serious. No be shame. No.
And
I know. We drop you out. You know. So when you new person be a person join put more people. All right. You see, I sign to object. I think from variables, I think we did object, right? But let's talk about this thing. I hope you understand with this one. This number and this, the one with this.
Yes, string.
And then numbers. Yes. That's a data type. That's a data type. Yeah. So we can go up ahead and do the object. The object 2 is the same thing. You let an object name person. Okay. Equals to, then you bring your in and out. Your curly braces. You understand? So this is the body of the object. Body of the object. Okay. So now you can bring your key value pairs. So person has a name, right? It's a key. So you bring this. Then you bring the person's name, William. And you bring your comma. I have age. Okay.
You have color as well.
Exactly. Please, this is wrong.
So if you are explaining objects contains details of.
Yeah, you can say
details of an item or something.
Yeah, you can explain it this way. it's a key value pair of a variable. It's the same as this one, but just that this one is having a key and a value, and a key and a value. You understand? It's the same as the variable. You understand? But this one has a key and a value. I don't know if that explanation is best for you. What's your favorite color? Color. Okay. Red. You understand? So it's a key value pair.
Master, hold on here. Master, hold on here.
Okay.
Put just color. Let me see something.
I went for a house here.
Oh, it will work. It will work.
And the last time we tried, we did color by no mommy every 72 color property here where we are.
No, sir, it's and on that outside now. I find now, you know. I have a color.
Okay.
Oh, you're outside.
Yeah.
Matthias here. I show her and they say be a mistake.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So there's a way of assessing these values.
In terms of fashion, I mention.
Yeah. So you can also console.log.
Person.
Yeah, person. That's right. And console.log person. And everything within will come. And you can access it individual. You can access it individual. So person dot name.
Dot name.
Dot name will give
this,
name.
This object.
Yeah.
What I do was you can make it in a one line with comma.
Yes, it's the same thing. You can go like this. You understand?
Yes.
But it looks better when you bring it down. You see, it's the same thing. You understand? It's the same thing. You can even go further. Take this guy and take this guy. You see, it's the same thing. Nice question. Nice question. Yeah, question very very nice, man. Yes, what you say what is this? Yeah, a very nice way, pa. Yeah, once the comma comes, you're good to go. But I think it looks better when you bring them down like that.
Yes.
It looks better, yeah. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And you know you can update an object too. I think I did explain how to update the object last time. If you want to update object, of course the same thing. The way we update the way we do update variable, the variable, yeah, the same thing. You bring your person, okay?
Yeah.
Then you bring your dot name.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that means that's the name. You want to update the name.
Yeah, you want to update the name. So it's a person. Okay. I think how did we update it? How do we update it? Then this one equals to the new one.
I'm saying array update you. Yeah, update array.
You update it within so. So I think you bring name. You understand? Let me put Nana here. Is that how we update it? Person.
My friend.
So we'll be able to update it. Okay, so let's bring the dots. Okay, dot name equals to Nana. So you see how it is. Person dot name. Then you can reassign Nana to it, or you can reassign Kofi to it. So you can update it using this. All these small thing you see, you say, what is this? Who will use? But when you start developing application, you say, oh, okay, so okay, so if you that's when you will be seeing all those things.
That's going to become interesting, eh?
Yeah, it will become interesting over there. That's why you'll be seeing it real, and you will see yourself going. You say, oh, I understand this one. Oh, I understand this one. I'll go.
Kasukane.
Kasukane.
Oh yes, I do.
Dumkaniano.
Kasukane.
Azo.
Obi.
Hey, I don't know if you
Okay, so all right. So Hitler said, "Go on." Ajay.
You say what, Anna?
Eko yana. So what I say? So now, which may declare object? No one's saying update in the Okay, very easy. And now which my console.log and so. Either solve the console.log, but console.log. One my way. Nina say we're picking one. Yeah. And I sense you are the length.
Length of
Yeah, dot length. If you want to know the length. Right. Person dot length, right?
David. TH.
Okay, T rather H. It's not giving us.
Okay.
Why is it not giving us?
I'm sorry,
but we can still. Yeah, but we should be able to. Only check it length now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But at least object 2, we can get the length of the object. Possible. Okay, let's try and put it inside something like say. My length. Okay. Let my. Why are we checking object? Okay, let's forget about it. But can we check it? Possible.
That's not the real one.
Okay. The person dot length. Are you sure? Then you put this one. I hope you understand what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put the length in a variable and I'll console.log it. Why is it undefined? Why is it giving us undefined? Okay, maybe. Okay, all right, no problem. You will check it later. Let's continue.
Okay, checking it.
Okay. All right. The object is okay, but we can update the object. We can reassign.
Yes.
Okay. So I think the next one will be the arrays, right? Okay. The arrays too, we started with the same thing. Let the array name will be list equals to. Okay. So you can mix it, you can put strings. Hello. Oh, how am I doing? Banana.
Before I say about to ask me, you say person this question.
Okay.
And today is in a nutshell, no. Let no any concern be use more.
Yes.
Valid out of coverage area.
No, you use the var when you need it. You know, var, you can access the var from any angle, anywhere in the program, anywhere in the whole program. So if that's what you want, then you have to use var.
Yes.
Okay.
You understand? If that's what you want.
Times, no. Okay. But most of the times, no, let and const.
Yes, most of the time, yeah. Most of the time. Most of the time, you use let and const. Yeah. Okay.
Are you waiting to ask?
Yeah. So the same thing. This is how we declare like array.
Array.
Yeah. This is how we declare array. You just put on your items, and each item has an index. We call it index. Each item has an index. I think we are okay with that one. Index.
Yes.
Over here will be 1.
0.
Yeah.
0, 1, 2,
1.
3.
And here will be 2 and 3. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one is also clear. And this is how you access them. The same thing, console.log. Console.log is your friend of the list. Okay, and you have all the items inside with your len. Okay, so if you want to access individual, that's where you bring your square bracket, then you bring the index, and it will give you the first item. If you want to access the second item, then you bring 1 to give you the second item.
To access it by 1 by 1.
That's right, 1 by 1. Okay, and to be giving you your map. Okay. And you can update it as well. If you want to update it, like the same way, you bring the name, list. Yeah. And you bring the index.
Maybe 5.
Let's say 5. You bring your 5, yeah. And outside the 5, you equal it to whatever you wanted to put in there. Maybe you wanted to put my list,
Where from the 5?
The 5 is where you wanted to slot it because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is free.
0, 0, 1, 2, 3.
That's right. That's index. If you count 0, 1, 2, 3, that means you're counting the index of it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 5 is free. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that means it's 4. Yes, you are right. It should be 4. Because this one is 0. This one is 1. This one is 2. This one is 3. And then this one will be 4. The new item will be 4. Okay. I think it's clear.
Yes.
Acho.
Yeah.
I'm saying me go who bibi, but me say me raise me refi.
Okay.
Or since I person who update it in the middle or before the first area.
Yeah.
You have a way of doing it. Me refi me. My mom paid
You want to update after banana or after bread?
Yeah. Exactly. The
was it
somewhere?
Yeah. Was it a splash? They were saying splash, right?
Yes, splash. Yes,
yeah.
Yes. Splash was a splash.
Slice. Men confuse you, man. You do one more.
Okay. Because we.
That's it. So you can set it at the middle, or you can set it at the front. Okay. So if you want to update the next item, it should be 5, right? It should be 5. And you put the new item here. Maybe okay. So you keep updating like that.
Okay.
I hope it's cool.
Yes. It shows you the length.
Is that?
And it's showing the length. It shows
the length too. Yeah. It's showing the length too. But if you want to know the length by yourself, then you have to bring the length. Yeah.
List.length.
Yeah, list.length, yeah. It's working fine. I think it's cool.
Yes.
So, go here. What's it?
I know.
Okay. And then Yamiya Siseko. Okay. So, if you did the body, if you call something pop, push, you can push. What are you talking? I said, what are you talking to? Number. What's it?
And I'm going to make an article.
I'm also the other coin. What's that? The new way shop become. push.
Oh, okay. Let's push.
List dot push. Then you bring the item that you want to push.
Best part C566 star.
Alexander.
Push what? Yeah.
Yeah. But don't let us confuse them with this one. We'll talk about this one later.
We'll talk about later.
Me go flash me go who ya na me yeah we are na me. Me check na me go who ya. Into me.
Professor Fide.
Okay, anymore. Okay. So I think after waiting, it's not she's debut. Johnson, welcome.
Thank you.
The last one. Yeah, read the last one.
I Johnny.
Charlie.
I read the last one. Wow. Boko. I'm sorry.
Hey, Mr. John.
Yeah, bro.
Abomwe.
Nyame adumo fide.
Ela nyame ase.
Via mo kode.
Boko center for wo.
Functions are not last one.
Today.
Functions.
Functions are last, yeah.
Function.
I join you revise one. Yes, that's it.
Okay. I'm following.
Okay. So when you're waiting, but I take one message on you. I got 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right. The functions now. I think it's an this step. So in JavaScript, this is how we declare a function. Just bring the function keyword. Okay. And you bring the name.
But none of this happens.
Okay. So you bring the name. Let's say great. Okay. Then this is the body. It's the body of the function. Okay. Every function needs to be called. So you just bring the same name with your parentheses. That's all. But make sure you bring comma here. So this is how a function is declared.
So that parenthesis, what is it doing there?
It's trying to tell you that it has ended here.
Is there no? I mean, oh, sorry. That greet with the bracket close. That bracket close, no.
Which one?
What is it doing? What does it mean? What
this one. Is it the curly bracket or this one?
Yeah, that one. Yes.
Okay, that is where I told you parameter. It's like a variable.
So,
you give. It's like a variable. That's where we give. Yeah, we can give a variable. Yeah, you can put something in there as a variable.
Okay.
Okay, like first name, comma, second name. I mean last name. Last name. So this one will be there as a variable. And over here too, you can provide those names.
I told me about 5 minutes.
Okay. You can provide those names. You understand?
And you can use it without putting anything inside or what?
You can still use it without putting anything. If the function doesn't demand for input, if your function don't need input and output, then you don't need to put anything there. So this one is like the input. By inputting something in there, then the function will catch those inputs. Then based on the instruction given to it, it will execute. You understand? Yeah, so here is the input, what you're giving to the function.
That means anything you put inside is a variable.
Yeah, whatever you put here is a variable waiting for an input.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is waiting for whatever you give it to. So now you said, okay, keep this variable like the way we used to declare variable, like let. Yeah. So let name equals to. So this one, like you declare it and keep it there. So this one is just like this.
Okay.
So let my first name be there. Let my last name be there. But I'll put something in there later. And this is what you're putting inside. Okay. This is what you're putting inside. So after giving it to this one, okay, you said, okay, inside your body, whatever I wanted to do to the name, I'll tell you to do. So I want you to display my name for me. Okay. I want you to display my name for me. So I'll just bring my name. So I can just make it better, like hello. Then outside, I can put my first name. Understand? Then I can as well bring my last name. Okay. So this is how it will. Why confused on that?
Yeah.
So hello, William Dochi. I think it makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is a function call. You call the function by bringing the function name. That's all.
So last time, what was confusing was the console log being inside
the function.
Inside the function.
Okay, so if that's that was what is confusing you, you're trying to tell the function that to execute whatever is inside. So it could be anything. It could be even mathematics. You understand? It could even be like this. It could even be, let's say, first name plus last name, and you make sure you put a number here, 50. Okay, plus 50. Sorry. You understand?
These are parameters, no. At the same time, with me, I know maybe a first when it comes to numbers.
Yeah.
With me, maybe a first number and that's a second number.
Also there.
Parameters, no.
First
name and last name. And you want to use
numbers. Yes, you can use numbers instead of it's just a variable. So it's up to you. You can just put num1. Then make here num2. Okay. So when you come here too, you can put your num1 here. And put your num2 here. That's all. And it will do the calculation for you. It's just adding. So if you want to see it, you do your console. You understand? .log. And you put, I think we understood, so we can just put the function straight inside, right? That's not what we want to wait me that shame straight. Don't say. You understand? You can put it inside straight.
No, they follow you. I have package for you. That's why I mute them.
Is that?
Otherwise, she go this step.
Oh, okay, Piki. Oh, okay.
And they follow.
I understand.
Okay.
Come on, Nufana.
Something is undefined. Why? Tell me something. I've seen something. Something is undefined. Why is it undefined? Something is missing.
The function, greet, Oh, okay, return.
Thank you. Because it's doing calculations, so it's supposed to give me a result. Other than that, I will not get anything outside.
Okay.
You understand? So you return whatever the value you get. Whatever value you get, you have to return it.
Okay.
Please, so is it only calculation there?
Yes.
It will give you return.
That's why you have to return. Yeah. Values. Anything concerning values, you return it.
Okay.
So I can as well call the same function again and give it a different value. So the purpose of function is to reuse it, like write one code and keep reusing it. You understand? Just write one simple code like this and keep reusing it.
Yeah.
You understand?
We even did a percentage.
Is that?
We even calculated a percentage.
Exactly.
Last time.
We did calculate percentage. So I don't know if you can do that thing. Remember the array, the Lotto formula. We can still use it to do that calculation. So you give it a number and to tell you 20 lines, to tell you 50 lines, to tell you 10 lines, to tell you 5 lines, 6 lines. It's the same thing. So whatever you wanted to do. You understand?
Calculate for you.
And we did percentage too, you see. So just write the code once and keep using it. Keep using it. keep using it. I think it's clear.
Yes.
Hitler.
So with the you know when you put string, the console.log is inside the curly braces.
Yeah, the console.log was here.
Yes.
You see, when you use the console.log in a function like this, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense because you want to display name, then you can use the console.log to display your name outside. But we are trying to give you an example. So this is a typical example of using a function in JavaScript. Like it will calculate something and return it for you. You understand? For the console.log to display your name there, I don't see it to be real. You understand? But because I'm teaching you, so I have to use that one for the first time for you to have an idea how it works before going to the actual example. You understand what I'm trying to say? Hitler, what I say?
Ayo.
Fide. Yes, I'm catching you. Hello? Sanka TV. Is that Ekoye?
Ekoye.
And our question be, and I say, "Oh, say, try another example, be na."
Ekoye pa.
Okay. Don't worry, we'll be seeing real use case of these functions. When we start building some projects. You build small. You build small projects.
Anything on CSS ni HTML.
Now I can be used to see a crampo about Sanka Yanko Krans and about if you see in the HTML and CSS. Like
okay.
But who said in the first day Sanka every Sunday you will do something little about CSS and then HTML. So that we are but mention TI can say like I say at least you cover 3 weeks answer.
Okay.
Suggestion. Suggestion. So we can talk about it.
I'm cool with it. I just want to know. Once I'm joining late in team, but tell me who say be my BB or
HTML. Okay. Last time I planned some project way. I don't know. So last one be more because say project way. That was project on my preference and
red and green.
That's right. That function way, small function, at least you can have a feel of it. So how I be a pretty element in HTML. Now you CSS and money a beautify.
Hello, Pacho. My network need to call you. Function no we can be found you. Yamu we are.
There.
Okay.
Okay. But Fide, so you okay? We okay with the explanations, Nana?
Yeah. So far, okay.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I think so after function. I say.
If you see we're in ATM already,
yeah.
So let's say they started. Say and also when we are not
Oh, okay. So you never discuss.
You bet me I start ATM on next week.
Okay.
So we get right with from
Monday.
JavaScript.
Into what? I'm say operators, logics and operation. Yeah. JavaScript operators and logics.
Okay.
Inhibition or Shima. I say I know ain't said anything be brace. Okay, Salami Humus. Beginning and because already you said yeah, used to be proper. What is one of the operators I usually see here? This is one of them. Plus sign. Okay, and this is one of them too. Equal sign. Ain't said anything, sir. But ABI I can see a call logics no. I don't so anything. Yes, so anything be as less than greater than a for loop near that in the I'm saying shut down your sir. Yes, it's very trickish. The only thing I mean me you cry ABI which is say a core another operator is a plus plus. And I say minus minus. And I may explain a crash. You can just say anything. That's it. Yeah, if you should play around functions Accra, you can play around functions Accra. Let's play around functions Accra.
Yeah.
Let's do something like this. Okay, let's try this on me. I don't know, but it's not my team list. Let's list. Okay, let's be equal to 20, 50, 60, right? For the infinite count. How many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, in trust with my supplementation, okay. So let's say we give that list, okay, to the function. Let's give that list to the function list, okay, to the function. Let's see what will happen. What can we do with this one? Now we've given the list to the function. What can we do with this?
With a number, one and number two.
Yes, I think this is supposed to be. How many parameters? Okay, it's a list. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think we can give num1, num2, right? I'm just trying to do something on num3, num4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to see what we can do. Okay, I think we can just give all to num1. Okay, then inside here, we can tell it to give us the length of the list, right? So we can do num1, okay, dot length. Are we doing the right thing? Dot length. Okay. We don't need to bring length here. Num1 dot length.
Yeah, so are you going to use return?
Let me see return here. Return dot length. No, it's not giving us.
Or return num1.
Okay, we can do something like this. Let my length be equals to list dot length, comma. So if okay, this one is working, but it's giving us the list. I want us to put once we've put in the list here. Oh, okay. I think the list we have to put this first. So that this one will be a list. So that it knows that this one is a list.
So now,
you put num1. Perfect. Okay, correct. You see? Then we have to return. I think we can take off this one and return. Return. But why is it giving us one? It's giving us one instead of the whole list. Okay, let's take this one out and let's see. Okay, we got it. That's it. So we're able to use the function to check the length of our array. You understand? Yeah. It makes sense. John, today. So let's add 4 to it and let's see if it will change it. See? It changes, right? Something to it. You see? It changes, right? So we're able to use function, okay, to check the length of our array. So now we have a function to check our arrays for us. So we don't care. Any array, we can just give it to it. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay. So let's create another array here. Let's my list. Okay. Equal to Ajay, so
Wow.
yeah.
Array.
Bread. Okay. Milk. Right. And Milo. I think it's okay. So if you want to check the list of this one too, the same thing, you can bring console.log of that list. So we are using the function. You see, we are calling the function and we are giving the function a list to calculate for us. Okay, my list. It will tell you it's three. We have 3 items in my list. You understand? I think it makes sense this way. It makes sense. So,
function
I check the length of. I check the length. Yeah, I check the length of our array.
Yeah, okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So now that we can get the length, then we can implement that our permutation this thing. You understand?
Yes.
Now we can perm the numbers, and we can automatically, because we don't want to do manual 1, 2, 3. No, automatically the machine can perm. We can perm it for us. It can perm it for us. You understand?
Yes.
Because we know the length. So what we can do is, okay, now we know the length. Okay, this length ABR minus 1, right? Multiply by what? The same length again. Okay. So the best way is to keep it in a variable. So we can say let my length being equals to list dot length. Okay. So now we've put in the length in a variable. You understand?
Okay.
So if you want to, yes, we're putting it in a variable. So if you want to do the calculation, we know the calculation already. So we bring my length, okay, minus 1. You see, minus 1 of it. Then you multiply it, okay, by my length again. It makes sense, right? Then you divide it by what? 2. Then you return it. Okay, so it gives you 3 lines.
Okay, because 3.
Let's comment this one.
The length is 3.
No, we are perming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay,
when so 6 it should be 4.
6 will give you 18 lines. Or what?
Yeah, because we have to put bracket. We have to put this one in a board mass. Remember board mass? So let's put this one here. The multiplication first. It multiply. Okay. Then this one too. Let's put this one guy first. So it should subtract first, right? This one should work. 15 lines. Is it correct?
Okay, yeah.
It's 15 lines. So you subtract 1 from this one. The value you get, you multiply it by this one, then you divide it by 2, and to give us 15 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So 6 numbers will give you 15 lines. I think 10 numbers. 10 numbers will give you 5, right? 10 numbers will give you how many lines?
5 numbers will give you 10 lines. 10 numbers will give you 45 lines.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 10 is giving us 45 lines. So our formula is working.
That means we can do the software for Lotto machine.
No, any logic that comes to your head, you can apply it here.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can apply it there. That's all. You understand?
Let's see. I have a pet tree. It's kind of like having a pet dog.
Ajay, I'm saying where Fide ni Ajay omo ntiase because omo ntilo to tell me no one Johnson. But the area ni we be one say list here what I say no.
I say Anwana.
Yeah. That list now you're finding the length and you say the length now I say. Until person length the component you can console.log only the length to see the length, and the length is what 10. Okay. So now that you know the length 10, we take that length 10 and subtract 1 from it. It will be 9.
9.
Yeah. Okay. Now we have 9 here. We have 9. So when we multiply 9 by the 10, which is the original.
Okay. 9 divided by 2 will give you 45.
Then you divide it by 2, then to give you 45. Yeah. That is PEM2 formula. If you bring 3 here, it will be PEM3. You understand? Because the formula is already there. When you bring 3 here, it's PEM3. If you bring 2, PEM2. Johnson. Today.
Yo.
It makes sense, me boy.
Yeah, go ye.
Lot on the many any Johnson penny at TRC, any lot on the TRC. And can you say chuchu blama? To the logic about Chimbia, we can try and use the function. Yeah. Logic
if you the formula.
Just get the formula here. Once you get the formula, you give it to the function, then you use it once. That's it. I think it's making sense. Yeah, brain so the same function. On the function. I be the function be yana.
So it's after function, no.
Function you be sure say you function the next way any say operators na make no.
Okay, operators no okay.
Brazil
two operators like Accra.
Okay, operators no say obi say ensure that Adibia but basic ones no. Yeah, start with the basic ones which I think say we all know. We all know the basic ones. I mean, pasty snippet we will see. What's the functions in there? Because you start to say you use one by one, everybody Yes. The first say let x equals to 10, comma let y equals to 5. Okay. So console.log x plus y. Okay. Console.log okay x multiply by y. Okay. The same console.log s minus y. Listening na go so that yes explain here.
Okay.
Very simple my x divided by y. Console.log x modulo y. It's a n1. Is
okay.
Understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So we have addition, multiplication, subtraction, then division, then remainder. Then we have one called exponent. Console.log of x 1 to y. Okay. So this one is like 10 square 10 exponent 5. You understand? 10 exponent 5. That's how we use it. Okay. Then this is the confusing one. This is the one that confuses us. So I need to explain this one. It's not confusing, but it's very tricky. That's all. Console.log of, let's say, y. Then we can add plus here. See what is happening. Or let's use the x. See what is happening. We can do console.log of minus y. See what is happening.
Is it decreasing?
Yes, that's right.
Is decreasing
incrementing.
Yeah, that's right. So this one is incremental and this one is decremental. Yeah. That's all. But it depends on where you put it. Okay. If you put it after 8, it will add 1 to 8. But what will happen is it will display the actual value. Then later, so let me comment this one. I think this one is okay, right? The first ones are okay. This one's they are all okay, right? So let me comment this one so that it will not confuse us. Let me comment this one, okay. So let's deal with this two. This is the confusing one, okay. So now you see x plus is giving us 11, right? So let's put the x, let's put it at the back.
Okay.
It gives you 10, right? But when you console.log of y, it gives you what? Sorry, x, sorry. It should be x. Sorry.
X.
Yeah. It gives you 11. So what is happening is it will take the value, okay, and subtract 1 from 8. I mean, sorry, and add 1 to 8. But it will not display unless you call it again.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
The same thing applies to this one. When you bring it outside, you understand? Because console.log is displaying the actual value, then later subtract 1 from 8. You understand? X minus. You understand? Then later subtract 1 from 8.
So
you understand?
If you bring it in front,
yeah,
let's say in front of x,
yeah, if you bring plus in front of x,
it will show you the actual value.
Yeah. No, if you bring it, let's check. If you bring it in front, plus in front. Let me comment this one so that we can play with this one. Yeah. You just add 1 to 8. It will add 1 to 8.
Plus 1.
Plus 1, yeah. It will add 1 to 8. But when you go back and put it here
in front,
it will give you the actual value, but it has, and when you console.log it again, it will give you the calculations. Yeah. Because the x is before, so it display the x. Okay, then it will subtract. It will add the 1 to 8, but the one you have to console.log it before you can see it.
Okay, so it depends where you want to use it.
Yeah, it depends on where you put it, where you put the operator.
Okay.
The same thing applies to this one. Once you put it in the front, to automatically what? When you put it at the back, it will still display the original value and what? Subtract 1 from it and give it to you down there if you console.log it.
Okay.
Yes,
and that's called what? Increment or decrement?
Yeah, this one is incremental and this one is decremental. So depend on where you put the operator. That's the most important thing. Depends on where you put the operator.
So if I want to see it direct, I just put it in before the X.
That's right.
Or after.
Yeah, you put it in front.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You say I'm
Aje ya koyi on. What suggest say on? Na yen to aso na. Okay. Fide also what is saying?
Yeah, starting time.
8 about.
Yes, 6 o'clock, but I'm saying starting almost 7. Yeah, for 1 hour.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And your channel was.
I didn't 1 hour.
Yeah. Ochani atwaso. Ochani atwaso. John. I'm meet you. Final words. Yeah. So ekoye on bibi akoye.
Yes.
Okay. Tina yebepon na ochani atwaso.
Okay.
I think some we agree with the Isaac Ekano. So we should go young Makana later. I started ATM and CSS no.
When dukuduku ya nafi.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Let's call it a night.
All right.
You be able to call. Until catch it.
Today, one tempo. Johnson saw Tim on catch it.
Charlie Michelle.
Gasugane.
Ajo. Today so worry. Today so be say kwesibedu.
Obe kwesibedu.